Hey guys, how we doing? Hope everyone is doing well this winter. Hey, I wanted to talk about a topic that I've had a lot of people ask me questions about over the last 3 years that I've been on YouTube. The main question everybody has asked me is, how do you take the winter months off without working? So it's a real simple equation. My wife and I break everything up into percentages. We try to put 10% of our income away. So people ask me also, how can you go 1 month to the next month to the next month without getting paid at time of service? Well, once you do it, you learn to adjust to it. At the end of every month, we put all the checks in the bank. Out of those, we put money back for our taxes. We put all the sales tax away into a savings account because we have to pay sales tax every month. In fact, coming up on tax time will be the 23rd of this month for sales tax for December. So that money is put away in a savings account. It has to stay there. What we do is we pay ourselves 10%. So once the checks are in there, we have everything in one location, everything in one bank. We don't have several banks. We have one bank. We take 10% out of that. It goes into a different savings account for us. We write ourselves a draw. I'm an LLC, so I don't write checks out of, I don't use the business account for anything other than business related. I pay myself a certain amount every month. Out of that, we take the 10% out. We pay our bills. Then we decide what's left over in the business account. And we decide, okay, this is the amount that we're going to need. And let me break it down this way. It's super simple. All you really need is about 5 or 6 envelopes. And what you do, what I did for the very first year I did it, is I said, okay, I have electric, I have gas, I have rent, I have cell phone, I have a credit card. I didn't have a truck payment. I had insurance. So I had 5, 6 different envelopes. I wrote the names of the bills on the envelopes. Super simple. And what I did at the end of every month that year is I went to the bank and I took a withdrawal. Okay? I've already paid taxes on it. I took the withdrawal. I went ahead and divvied it up. Let's say it was $100 a month. Or let's say it was $300 a month. That's a little more feasible. And I took that $300 and I divvied it up over those 5 to 6 to 7 envelopes. Your bills are different than mine. Everyone's is. So you're going to have a different amount of envelopes that you need to fill. As the year went on, through 10 months of work, I divvied up $300 to $500 a month into those envelopes. And at the end of the year, I was able to sit back. Now, I learned this from a buddy of mine. And is he in Lawncare? No. He's just a guy that knew what he was talking about. And let me say this, if you have some friends or people you know who are into investments and savings and different ways to make extra money, get involved with that. Listen to what they have to say. Don't dismiss it and say, well, I don't have the money. Everybody has an extra $5 or $10. They do. You may say you don't, but you do. If you have to give up a pack of cigarettes for a day, you've got $5. If you have to give up $5 for a can of chew, or $10 going through Starbucks once for the month, you can do it. Investing is easy, and it's smart, and it's something everyone should be doing. But anyway, once those envelopes are filled up at the end of the season, you can sit back and say, okay, now I've got $400 to pay my electric bill for 2 months. Well, my electric bill is not $200. So once I pay that electric bill for 2 months, I have extra money left over. I can either take that out, keep it for myself, or I can take it out and put it into another envelope. Once those envelopes, and most of the time what we do is we're still paying bills during the season off of the money we saved from the last season. So we're really far ahead. Can you get there on 15 yards a week? Yeah. If you are pricing your yards correctly, 15 yards a week is should be well over $500 a week. I mean, that's $2,000 a month. If you're a single guy or single gal and you have a roommate or something, you're splitting the difference in the bills, you should be doing okay. Now, most people make much more than that. So we're going to go off of a $2,000 a week budget, $8,000 a month. Let's say you're making $8,000 a month. Your house payment is $1,500. You've got all your other bills. They're adding up to $3,500. You should have plenty of money to put away. Those are just examples. I'm not saying you have $8,000 a month. I'm not saying you have $1,000 a month. I'm saying if you're running a lawn care business, you should be doing well. You should. If you're within your first 3 to 5 years, you should be making somewhere upwards of over $2,500 a month. That's typical. Most of you understand what I mean that are going to watch the video. You're going to say, yeah, that's not that much. You do have to pay for your insurance and all that. But that's what I did to get myself in a position where when December, and a lot of guys on YouTube say, Doc, aren't you working? I don't have to. I don't have to. It's not that I don't enjoy work, but I also have a wife who is, some of you don't know, she's handicapped, she's blind, and she likes me to spend time around the house getting things ready for the next season because she knows I'm not going to have time to do it. So it is a nice break on my body as well. Oftentimes, you guys know, I've worked 7 days a week through this season. I'm getting older. Yeah, I know. This is just the color hair I wear for the videos. But I'm getting older, and I like that time off to spend with my wife, talking to my friends, doing things around the house I need to do. And so it has allowed me to, and it also has taught me to invest more wisely. And I'm not going to tell anybody what to invest in, but I will say at some point you want your money to work harder than you can work. And as we get older, we slow down. It's just human nature. We slow down. So I've made the right moves at this age of 50 to where I don't have to work as hard as I did when I was 41 years old or 40. So a lot of people look at my YouTube channel and say, Doc, why aren't you out? It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You're home doing a video. Yeah, because I can. Because as those dollars were coming in, I was saving those dollars instead of spending them on something, on another piece of equipment or something better or this or that. I'm very close within the next probably 7 years to where I can work all day long and my money will be making more than I can work for. That was the position I wanted to put myself in. But as far as taking the winter off, it is really easy to do. For as little as 10% of your monthly earnings, you can have the entire winter off and still have enough to pay for the months. I mean, how many guys, let me ask you this, how many of you find it hard at the beginning of the season to get going because you've got to drop $2,000 on fertilizers, oil filters, oil changes, all these things you need? I was there. I'm no longer there. If I need it, I can go buy it and I can pay it off. It took a long time. It took me 5 years to get to that point. It took me 5 years to get to the point where I didn't have to work in the wintertime. It also took me about another 2 years after that to be able to buy the things I need to start the next season without needing those checks coming in to pay for it. So I hope this helps you. If you have questions, please ask. It's as simple as getting a piece of, you can just take a piece of computer paper, empty piece of paper, write down all your bills, what they cost you, how much you're bringing in per month, and say, okay, can I get an extra 10% out of that? Right now, it's tough. I keep telling you guys on these videos, we're in for some tough times, and we truly are. Inflation is going through the roof. Things are getting harder to get. Go to the stores. Go to the stores. You can see it for yourselves. It's harder to find items that you found a year ago easily. That has nothing to do with anything other than the people who have been placed into power really just don't know what they're doing at this point. So we're going to struggle. A lot of businesses are going to close, as they already have. You've all seen it. Do yourself a favor and get into a saving habit and stick to it. If you can do it for 90 days, chances are you're going to continue to do it. I was not always this way. My wife taught me this, and a few friends along the way have taught me and showed me different things I could buy and save in, and I appreciate those people for that. And that's basically it, guys. Do yourselves a favor in 2022, because do you really want to be working when you're 75 out cutting grass instead of out enjoying your nice lawn in your nice home? You know, it's up to you, not up to me. I know what I want to be doing, and I know what I don't want to be doing. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope it helps. If you have questions, please ask, and I'll go into deep detail. As always, Dr. Real is in the house. Keep it real, guys, and we'll be getting into the equipment soon. It's just, well, I'm being lazy. I'll see you soon.